Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, live on WBON TV Channel 9 and on radio at V99.3, Sports Radio 103.5 and Y92.5. Support your favorite local teams and enjoy the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Also brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair, the law offices of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Aero Auto Glass. Now let's go live to your host, Michael Watkins and Samantha Burford.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Heavy hearts as we come on the air today as Tristan Brown, Madison Southern football player, young, great athlete over there for the Eagles, passed away yesterday in a tragic car accident, Samantha. So our thoughts and prayers go out to the Madison Southern community, and second time in a very short time that they've had to kind of deal with this and go through this. So thoughts and prayers go out to the organization and the families over there.
And I think his dad was in the accident as well, but I think he has non-life-threatening
at the moment. That's what the press
moment.
release said, and we're going to hope that that is the case. But, yeah, again, it's a tragic accident yesterday, claiming the life of another young man, and our thoughts and prayers go out to them.
And this football team, they've got a new coach this season. Obviously, he's been a coach on the team, but as a new head coach, and it's a lot to deal with, obviously, in your first year as a head coach.
Football season right around the corner.
Football season, they're already practicing, and we wish the best for all the families involved.
With that being said, we transition now, and we'll jump back into our final week of interviews with the EKU football team.
I just cannot believe that
it's flown by. I mean, the summer always kind of flies by, but this is our third or fourth year doing these interviews with these guys, and we've had some that are more outgoing, some that are more reserved, and this is not our first time talking to these guys.
They've been singing. I was waiting on some dance moves, but
well, we do not want Cam Jr. to dance. That's just the facts of life, but. Thankfully he hits better than he sells cars. But hey, I'm taking something. Cam's my boy, though. I gave him. He just takes it. He doesn't talk trash back. Maybe he does to these guys, but
I'm gonna guess he's faster than you.
Oh yeah, he does. I
don't
want him to get after me.
I might trip you so that he could probably get a quick lead on you.
Cam, hopefully he knows I'm joking, but yeah, we're going to get into the interview with these guys: Braden Latham, Cam Jr., Jalen Montgomery. Hey, listen, we'll go out there right now. We'll have a street fight.
I'm just going to hold you down so he could hurt you.
Oh, okay. I don't think he would need help probably if we got into it. But guys, welcome into the show. It's our last week to interviews with you guys, and Braden's got the mic, so we'll start right here. Running back, and last year you had a tremendous season. We talked about it before we came on the air. Unanimous All UAC selection as we go into this upcoming year. Let's talk about that and what that means to you to have that nod after a great year. Last year, playing behind Joshua Carter, you guys were a great 1-2 punch in that backfield, and now you kind of take the reins as the lead guy behind the quarterback there with EKU.
It's a great to be unanimously voted for the running back for preseason, but you know what? Me and Mont was talking before summer started. We shooting for something bigger this year, so it's great to have that accolade. But we always going for something bigger, something better. So we both want that All-American title. So we just shooting for the best, for real.
What do you think about that? I mean, I think that's a fabulous answer because that's it's preseason. Well, the goal is much larger.
Yes, ma'am.
And you look at the success of the running game and the offensive lines that have been there over the last few years, and you've got another good offensive line in front of you this year. So that helps as well. But this running back room, I mean, man, it might be the deepest, most talented room in the entire roster. When you look at what you guys are doing, you've got McAllister still there, Brady Hensley, some of these younger guys you guys have brought in. I mean, that is a loaded running back class.
Oh, for real. A lot of people say our room is very talented, and I think we are for real. And me, Mont, Telly, and B-Han, I ain't gonna lie, B-Han's gonna be a problem this year. I ain't gonna lie, that boy's a dog, and especially since this is his hometown, I'm just ready to see it too. Watch him be a star. So
we had him on the show, Brady Hensley, last year, and
it
was fun. A lot of, as you know, from Richmond, a lot of people already know him, but it was kind of fun getting to know a different side of him. Talk to us about how you're going to help lead him into this next level.
Well, B-Han, I ain't gonna lie, he came in with a good amount of experience. He's a big back, and he rose strong. He just looks strong, and basically he's already really talented and stuff like that. We just got to work on his patience and stuff like that. And Now we just got to see him on the field for real, and see how we work.
When you look at the way that you and Josh were last year, and obviously these guys kind of mixed in with,
Absolutely.
in the run game and the return game and the passing game as well. But how can you take the momentum of what you guys did and carry that over to this year?
So the thing I like to think about is last year's team is always going to be last year's team, and like can't really affect nothing we doing this year. And I think we got a great group of guys, and like the team chemistry is there. Like Cam's on defense, and we're over here chatting it up the whole time.
Yeah.
Like we all cool, and I think we're gonna be them guys this year, and we got great things to come for us. So it's just 2026, 2025. Let's do it.
Let's pass this over to Cam. We'll talk to him too. And Samantha, when we talked to Cam last year, I felt like he was a little bit more quiet, but you see him out there on the field, and it looks like you could just hurt somebody by looking at him. But when you come out here and you're talking to the guys, and I feel like this year you're kind of stepping up as more of a leader because you guys lost a ton defensively last year of just experienced veteran leaders. So other than you having to take up that next step, who else on the roster on the defensive side has kind of stepped up with you to be more of a vocal leader and kind of help maybe showcase some of these younger guys and show them how to be a colonel?
I definitely could say Jaheim Ward.
Okay,
you
yeah.
know, Jeremiah Bailey, Frank Lee. Those are some guys that I could say are very vocal when it comes to like our defense and our team. Like preaching, like working harder and like doing better is what we preach as a leadership, as a unit. And got guys like BB and J Mont, on our side. So we got a whole bunch of leaders this year. I feel like last year it was just looking at a few people. But this year, I feel like it's multiple people that are trying to step up and be that leader. And we're all going to follow them, and they're going to follow us at the end of the day.
You good?
Oh, yeah.
She's locked in.
I'm locked into that answer.
I know, I appreciate it, yeah.
I'm
Hey, she's
loving
zoned
all
in
of
here.
it. I really was. I mean, you can ask the next question, or
Well,
I can either
to
one.
that point, you look at Ryan Jackson, Darian Baker, Mike Smith Jr., guys like that who had been around for such a long time too. But now, you guys have been in the system for a little bit. What's maybe the biggest thing you learned from players like that who were here before you and that been through Coach Wells' system, have kind of experienced the ups and downs of this program, and coming off a year where you're once again in the playoffs, how can you all keep that momentum going?
We got to have patience. Everybody is thinking about the future, but we got to worry about the now. A lot of things I learned from Ryan Jackson, Peyton Collins, and Mike Smith is like you have to fix your team and build your team now because in order to be in part of this culture, it starts with us. It starts with the players, and then the coaches add on top of that. So having the leadership from Rhino, Peyton, Mike, and a couple other players has taught us really you got to be patient because you got to take it one step at a time. In order to be a great team, you got to work together, and that comes with time. So.
Well, let's talk about Ryan Jackson because
Yeah.
obviously he's on a coaching staff now. So talk to us about how this transfer over from player to coach.
Well, Ryan, one thing about Ryan, I realized that he's a great coach. Like he became a coach as a player. As a player, he was a coach to me. He taught me a lot. He taught everybody a lot of things, and he also switched from defense to offense. So he's working with the O-line right now. So seeing Ronald Jackson working with the O-line, I feel like that better helps the O-line.
Yeah.
It teaches
Secrets.
defensive player teach some offensive players some techniques
Right.
of what what the defense is going to do primarily when it comes to striking in the trenches. Because in order to be in them trenches, you got to have some grit, and defensive players got a lot of grit. So bringing him over from the defense to the offense is going to teach a lot, like the O-line, some grit, and we're going to play hard as we can get.
Now, we were talking before about some of the games this season. Is there a game, obviously maybe Charleston State? Talk to us about, are there any games you guys are most excited for this season?
Oh, I mean, realistically, I'm looking forward to Tarleton, Abilene Christian. Tarleton, we beat them 2 times in a row. They're gonna come back with some fire, and we waiting for that. Abilene Christian, we didn't play how we were expected to play that game, and I feel like Abilene Christian, that's something that we want. They ended up winning the UAC championship. We felt like that's something that we deserve, but we didn't get there. So and they took that reign, they took that championship, and I feel like this year it's gonna be us.
Before we pass the mic over to Jalen, you guys were predicted to finish third in the conference, and obviously that's not the bottom tier, but that's not at the very top either. So when you look
like
at
that spot, though.
I agree. We talked about that last week.
I don't want to be first going in.
So how do you guys feel about that? I mean, is that are you okay with that, or does that kind of give you some motivation that there's something to prove?
That's just basically what people think we are.
Yeah.
At, and we're not worried about that. That's basically what the rankings of what it was last year. Abilene won the championship. And actually, Tarleton's number 1 right now, so they got Tarleton in front of Abilene and us at third. That's just something that, critics and, a bunch of, USC people think that we're going to be at. But realistically, with the motivation of the coaches and the players, that's exactly not where our team's at. Our motivation is just shooting higher because we're not worried about being UAC championship.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be that because we know that. Our goal this year is not just to make it to the playoffs. Our goal this year is to win the championship, and I feel like that's what we're really going to do.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to predict where a team is when you guys don't even know who your quarterback is. Like, how can they put you guys first, second, third, or wherever when you don't even know who your quarterback is yet? So there's a lot to be that can still play out there. Let's pass the mic over to Jalen. We'll come back to Cam here in a moment. But, Jalen, so you were selected as the return specialist for the All-UAC preseason poll. Talk about that and what that means to you after a tremendous season last year.
It means a lot. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm ungrateful for it, but, you want to be greedy. You want the All-American. You want those type of things. But, I mean, it means a lot that some people can see I can go out and do the same thing I did last year, if not better.
When you look at some of the stats, some of the big plays that you had last year, in those moments, what's it like? I mean, just to return one the way you did, I can't remember which game it was, but there was one, man, the crowd was just, and you were kind of dipping, ducking, and weaving in and out of traffic and making a big play. So what's it like when you're out there on the field doing that and you come over to the sidelines and everybody is just ready to celebrate with you?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of you do it all your life, so I wouldn't say it's no pressure to it. I think most of the pressure comes from, wanting to succeed for your teammates, help out with field position, even put points on the board. I think trying to make plays for these guys is probably where most of the pressure comes from. You want to make plays for Wells too.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to get to next.
You don't want to drop that ball back there.
I can't imagine what he'd be yelling.
Oh, well, you know Coach Wells, too, as serious as he is on the sidelines. I mean, has he kind of talked to you this year about maybe expanding your role or maybe is there anything different that he's like, hey, next year let's do this, or coming into this season has he been like, let's do this going into this upcoming year?
I think it's more just we got competition. Nothing's going to be handed to me no matter what I'm positioned to be at, where I'm supposed to be at. So I think just understanding that regardless of that, I'm going to have to compete. That's really what it is. I think with Wells, nothing is given. And, I mean, as a football player, that's all you can ask for, just a chance to compete and earn your spot, keep your spot.
You ready?
Well, I heard him say we
got a commercial break.
I was locked in again, but he's saying we got to take a commercial break.
We've got
so I was ready
plenty
for
of more time with these guys. We got some EKU, some veteran leaders here. We got Cam Jr., Jalen Montgomery, Braden Latham, and we got some cool nicknames for one of these guys, too. We'll talk about that.
All three have
what
cool
they like
nicknames.
to do in their spare time, some video games, maybe some rapping. We'll talk about all that when we come back. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're live right here on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience. We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store. Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come. And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Back here on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, wrapping up our interviews with some EKU football players. A great summer and another excellent series here with these guys, wrapping things up.
I just can't believe it. Can you all believe like you're the last 3?
Hey, we saved the best for last, though.
Summer almost over. I don't even know what to say. It's about crunch time.
It is,
about
man.
It is
time.
about crunch time. So tell us, what are you doing at practice? I know it's a lot of weightlifting,
Yeah,
a lot
OTAs.
of training.
It's OTAs
Yeah.
right now.
But
So
what are we allowed to know?
Well, right now we got a bunch of what he said. We got OTAs, and so like we're actually like running like 11 on 11, running, passing with each other. Like before that, we were just doing 7-on-7s and 1-on-1s, but now we're getting to see like kind of everybody together and like what's working, what's not working, what we need to improve on, and just like trying to see what's gonna be like those plays this year.
Butterball. What's that? Where did that nickname come from? Because I never heard of it last
for
year.
real. For real. So the thing, so my Butterball, I have a twin.
Okay.
And his name's Caden. So Braden and Caden. And his nickname is Slim Slim. So it's,
Slim Slim.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
butter.
No,
it's
wait.
butter,
Slim?
Slim Slim.
Slim Slim.
Yeah, like
Slim Jim, but
yeah,
it's not
Slim-
Jim. You just
say
repeat
Slim
the
again?
word.
Yeah.
And your mom gave you both?
So yeah, so I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even supposed to be playing running back.
I was gonna say, a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was a big boy. I was a big baby and all that. So I was Butterball like my whole life. He was Slim Slim. And which really confuses me because don't nobody really remember when he used to be big with me too. So like I don't know why he was Slim Slim. So like it was just Butterball. But anyways, but yeah, Butterball, she gave it to us, and I tried to come. So when I first came here my freshman year, I tried to like, introduce myself as Butterball. Like, hey, I'm Butterball. Everybody's like, nah, I'm not calling you that. Like, nobody want to call me Butterball. So now they call me like BB or Braden or just B. But now, like, now that I'm here, like, everybody might like it, and I might change it to Butterball Latham. You know,
You might go
like
back.
trademark something.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds good.
I think Butterball is hilarious.
Oh,
I gotta do it.
And you know, with Greg, I mean, Greg's kind of savvy on the mic. It's easy to basting another touchdown. Here's Brady and Latham the Butterball or something like that. I mean, it's just it's
Butterball
perfect.
for 6.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
perfect.
Wouldn't that be? And here's the thing. I think everybody that we've talked to that has a nickname doesn't just have one nickname.
Yeah, they got a few.
It's like you guys have 3 or 4 nicknames.
Yeah, it goes.
So
goes
if
a
someone
lot.
hollers a nickname, do you have to go, wait, that's my name?
Nah, for real,
Like-
I'm called a lot of things every day. And
Hopefully good things.
Hopefully, right?
yeah,
Well,
I am. I'm
What
called-
about, so who's got the best? I mean, Chevy is pretty good.
That's top tier.
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
The mustache,
Yeah.
cowboy hat,
But
Chevy,
he's West Tonka. Right?
Tonka. Yeah, it was Tonka.
And but he said Joshua Carter gave him Tonka, right? And then one of the coaches changed it to Chevy. I mean, it fits. You got
It was
even the
perfect.
mustache looks like a Chevy emblem. So
It's literally perfect. Who else got some nicknames on the team?
I mean, I feel like Braden Sullivan should be like Sledgehammer, or
Yeah, some people call him Captain America. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay,
That's-
I can see that. I can see that.
Cap.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's
it's
put
just-
together pretty good.
that boy is squatting like 5
Yeah,
something. I
yeah.
don't know.
So Cam, let's go. Let's pass it back to Mike. Cam, so what, do you have a nickname?
Yes.
My people back home call me Junebug,
Okay.
or by my last name, but some people call me here. They call me Uno Juno.
Okay, I can
But
see that.
B.
Yeah.
Latham be calling me Uno Juno. Or
So
they
is there
or
a
they
reason
call
for
me
that?
Uno.
Is he like a heck of an Uno player or something?
I mean, it's probably because he wears like number 1.
Number one, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
They-
true.
that's
yeah.
why
Here at this table.
Yeah.
I promise you, That's not the truth. I've been trying to play them at his house for a long time, but in Uno. But they never.
Who won the last one?
I never got invited. They
Oh,
don't
okay.
invite me.
So you
That's why
can't.
they
Yes,
scared.
you didn't lose. You weren't even invited.
They invite Uno to play Uno. That's a different story,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. so when you look at you got a lot of free time on your hands during the summer. You guys we're obviously doing your thing on the field, getting ready for the season, but you have some free time. What do you like to do in your free time when you're not out there getting ready for the upcoming year?
I'm a very customized like character. Like I'm definitely a creative character. So with me, I'm going to get tatted. Get tattoos.
How many tattoos you got?
I got an arm sleeve, a leg sleeve, a rib piece. I got my chest. I got my hands.
So you got what, about 35 or more? Yeah.
Close to
Okay.
it,
So see,
yeah.
you need an NIL deal with a tattoo parlor.
Sign him up.
Sign me up, man.
Have you got one
watching?
place?
Hey,
There you go.
if you're
Hey,
watching and you want to just tap my body, put whatever you want on it, no, not whatever you want on it. Pick me. I'm the guy.
you
NIL
go.
Cam.
What if some girl came up and said, "I want my name across your chest"? Would you let her do that?
Only girl I'll probably put on my chest is my grandma.
Okay.
Or my baby girl.
There you
My
go.
baby
Yeah.
girl can be
Yeah.
on my chest anytime she
Yes.
wants to. Amani Naomi Lene Jr. She can have
Okay.
that.
I love it. I love it. And I'm sure you've got a nickname too.
I got several nicknames.
If you had to pick one, which
I had
one
to
would you
pick
go
one-
No,
with?
I want to hear them all.
My childhood nickname was Dank.
Dank?
Dank.
Okay.
My little league through like high school nickname was Pitbull,
Okay.
and then after that, people just started calling me Mont, J Mont.
Yeah, J-Mont fits. I mean, that's easy, though. That's not
Yeah.
anything, But I like Dank. So you said that
Yeah.
Dank? Okay.
Dank.
Yeah.
Just Dank.
I don't even understand why that was a thing.
So like as a kid, I don't even like telling this story. I used to wet the bed a lot.
And you
like-
just told it.
So my
There we go.
But you know what?
my
Lots of kids do that.
Yeah.
Okay, not just you.
Yeah.
my siblings came up with it. They didn't call me Rank. They just started calling me Dank.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, so before we came on the air, we were, speaking of what you like to do in your spare time, you stream video games, right? So,
Yep.
and that's a big thing nowadays. I mean, a lot of folks do that. You have Discord or whatever the case may be, where you stream those at. So, is that like your main thing in your spare time?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get into. I be on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. I just stream video games. I react to stuff. It's OO Mont is my tag.
Okay, so
OO
Mont.
OO Mont.
Okay, what do you stream? What games are you playing?
Right now I'm on this game called Rematch.
Okay, that's a soccer one, right?
Yeah, that's soccer one. 2K, Call of Duty, of course, and maybe a little bit of Fortnite.
What's your go-to, 2K team?
My go-to 2K team. I'm gonna say I'm a Thunder guy.
Thunder. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, that's not bad. That's not
They're pretty
bad.
deep.
Yeah.
They're pretty deep.
All right, so
See, I thought they'd be playing college football.
well, college football it literally just came out. Like within the last week, it kind of got released. So and listen, 2K, you gotta do your thing. You gotta be ready to.
All right, which group was it that said that they play that?
So it was the very first group we talked to. The defensive linemen said
Yeah.
that they do like
Teams.
NCAA football tournaments.
You
Yeah.
guys got to talk
Yeah.
to Brady Hensley about that. That's
Okay.
probably the best college football player
Really?
on the team.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what do
he
you do,
takes
Brandon?
it.
You got anything you do in your spare time besides put some music together?
I like to swim a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I live. Ooh. I
What
don't even know if it's
stroke?
backstroke.
Likes
A
the
backstroke. I don't know how to float. If y'all know how to float and you can teach me, I'd love to learn. But
Well,
I
you're
like
floating if you're doing the backstroke.
to. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I like to watch anime. Love anime.
Okay.
okay, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what? You don't know?
No.
It's like cartoon.
yeah, but like
But
deeper.
stories.
I read
right?
that in
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
bio,
Yeah.
and I had no idea what it was.
Love anime. See, Cam has a lot of anime tattoos on his body too.
Really?
So,
Okay,
Okay.
so it's like a cartoon.
Is Pokemon anime? Kinda. It's like it's
kind of on that
Yeah.
line. You
That's
know.
kind of a no.
okay. Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Some
yeah,
people say
yeah.
like avatars are anime too,
Okay.
but like that's kind of
Okay.
That's kind of
All right, I got you
Is there one character that you guys are like anime that just sticks out that you guys really love or
Oh, Luffy.
okay? And what's that from?
Oh, One Piece.
Okay.
One Piece. You want to say it? You want to say
You got yours, Ken?
I'm gonna say Aaron Yeager. He's from
Okay.
Attack on Titans.
All right.
I'm a Kakashi and Itachi guy from Naruto.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and those are I mean I know there's animes kind of all over the place, but it's just interesting where do you find that stuff? I mean, is it on
Yeah.
Netflix or just shows, YouTube? I mean, what's the
I would say it was Funimation, but they switched over. They leveled up to Crunchyroll. So that's anime all over the world.
Okay.
So
Wow.
that's
Wow.
something.
There's a whole loose
learning.
world out there.
Yeah.
Of them,
Yeah.
okay.
I want to know, did any of you all watch Love Island?
Cam,
Admit it. Come on.
I watched it. I watched it.
It was good. Did you think it was a good season? It was a good season.
It was a good season. I just thought, I don't know.
You didn't have a watch party or anything?
Nah, I
or
didn't
did
have
you?
a-
You had the guys
Who,
over.
who was your favorite character on there?
Well,
Don't.
no, I really didn't love her. Which,
what? Okay, I mean, this is gonna be what is Love Island?
It is a TV show that was
Okay.
like for weeks, and it just was on the finale like 2 weekends
So
ago.
like you just couples go to an island?
I didn't like who won, and I don't.
like-
I don't.
Oh, just
and I haven't
individual
seen-
people go to. Okay, so you
I'm
got to
just
find
in
love.
week-
Okay.
I'm just
okay.
in week 5.
Oh, so you behind.
So I'm behind, but I know who won because you can't. You
Yeah.
couldn't scroll and
So
not
who's your
see
favorite
it.
so far? Shelly?
Shelley.
Shelly?
Well, let's hope the winners.
And I kind of like.
For now, it's
I kinda
valid.
like
For
Ace.
now, it's valid. Whoa.
I kind of like him. Ace, who's with Shelley.
Is
But then-
Jemiah still on there right now?
No, Jeremiah's gone.
Okay.
Already.
That
yeah.
situation kind of
Yeah,
rubbed me
y'all will
wrong.
have
so.
to. Yeah. Well, he's a,
We
he's a
listen.
supermodel.
We've
He's a
turned our show
supermodel.
into the Love
Sorry.
Island show. Let's
It
get
is.
back to football.
Sorry, I knew somebody had to watch it.
We're right around the corner from the season starting. So, Brady, and I'm going to ask all three of you guys this. Between now and the Louisville game, what do you think has to be something? I mean, obviously, you got stuff you got to work on. It's not you're not there yet. So what's the big thing? What is the one thing you guys have really got to churn and figure out between now
To beat the
and the
Cardinals.
Louisville game?
Being consistent. I feel like being consistent is something we got to do. Like, we'll have big plays here and there, but like offense has to figure out a way how to drive the ball consistently get first downs or get yardage on plays. That's what I feel like.
All right, quick question. How can you be consistent, like, if you've got 2 quarterbacks and you're not knowing? We probably won't know till game time. So you guys will know, but we may not know, So how is that consistent?
Shoot.
Is that an odd question?
That's kind of a hard question. I'm gonna answer it the best way I can.
Okay.
Well, them boys are gonna battle it out in fall
Yeah.
camp, and good luck to both of them. And we're just gonna see how that goes. But like, whoever Coach Wells loves consistency.
Yeah.
Whoever is the most consistent makes the best decisions and like under pressure, and that's the person who's gonna get it. So
Great answer.
All right. Cam, we'll go over to you. Talk about, what's the one thing that maybe you yourself have got to figure out between now and the Louisville game?
Realistically, I believe like dominating. Like
That's your all's theme, right? Is domination.
Domination is a big thing for us. That is definitely one of the top things that we preach every single day. Like, I mean, we don't stop preaching domination. Like, so once we dominate, I feel like that's going to bring a lot of good to all of us. So basically, last year, it was a lot of close games. It was never games that we just blew the team out of water or we showed teams that, hey, this team is just not the one to play with. They know when they come in the game, it's gonna be like, all right, they're gonna be a hard team to beat, and they're gonna come hard. Pause. they're gonna come to play. But like this year is definitely gonna be a year that we just dominate the UAC.
All right, Jalen, take that mic and let's finish things up. Now,
I got a quick question. Though.
Okay.
But you keep going.
No, you're good. Well, you finish it off.
No. You ask him.
Well, I was going to say, when you look at what you guys got to get better at,
We're gonna fight over who gets to ask you a question.
Is there one thing that you yourself, I mean, whether it be in the return game, you want to get some more reps, in the backfield, what do you think you got to figure out between now and the Louisville game?
How to lead.
Okay.
We got a new team, new faces. I think just getting everybody on page. And not just myself, but everybody else involved, the other leaders, Cam, BB. Just how to lead and how to get everybody on page with the mission of dominating. Because, you can't have anybody with doubt.
Yeah.
So we got to get everybody on board and just understand, like, we're dominate is not just a word we're using. Like, we're actually trying to do that.
Because it's
One more
easy to
question.
say. It's easy to say, but
It is.
everyone has to believe it,
Yep.
that this team can do it. My question is, you guys all have brothers, and I've asked every group this. So tell me about what it was like at home, and a brief, because we got to go back to commercial. Can't do it without the commercials. So tell me what it was like at your house. Did you wrestle? Did you fight? I know your brothers all played football.
Yeah, so we always fought. I mean, me personally, I'm the youngest. So I always go to mom, like, they not letting me on the game, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And also, it was just
Did you tear up any walls, break any coffee tables?
a lot of backflips and stuff. I'm the youngest, so they was always trying to teach me how to do stuff they can't.
Yeah.
You know what
When
I
as
mean?
a running back, you know, they're agile.
Yeah, I got a lot of brothers and sisters. My brothers, we always used to be outside like every day. So I mean, it was always competitive. You know, everybody wanted to be better than my dad. You know, my dad was a 13-year NFL player in the Hall of Fame and all that. So we were all competing to be better than dad at the age of 6 and up. So like, I mean, the competition was real. It don't matter because we owned a lot of video games. It was a lot of games in our house, from GameCube, PSP, Nintendo 64, Xbox, no matter what it was competitive. So, I mean,
Y'all be fighting over whose time was to play against dad, or
nah, it was never a time we could never beat my dad. But
Yeah.
now I tell my dad put the boxing gloves on now and see what
Things are different now, right? Brayden close us out here.
So, as I said before, I got a twin. That's like my built-in roommate. That's like my built-in best friend. So we was putting holes in the wall. I know they didn't say it. Me and my brother was putting holes in the wall left and right.
Same.
I remember there was this one day, it was Father's Day, and like our father had gotten us boxing gloves, and like we were really into like WWE. And we come out, do the whole introductions, all that. And
Who were you? Did you have like a person you were?
Oh yeah, Kobe.
Kofi Kingston?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
And he was CM Punk.
Okay.
Off the rip.
Yeah.
I
That's
threw
two
him.
good ones.
I threw him my left hook. He weaved it. Boom. Hole in the wall on Father's Day. So it's a bunch of holes. There were a bunch of holes put in that
did you
house.
get in trouble?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And he wasn't paying nobody to fix it. We personally had to fix it.
Fix
So
it.
like that was
Life lessons, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it
Love
was
it.
just
You know, y'all will get paid back sometime.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have kids. And they're gonna be putting
oh for
holes
sure.
in
I
the
know it's
wall.
coming. I know it's
Coming.
coming.
Well, guys, congratulations on a great preseason. And
Preseason
getting
pick.
ready. I mean, we're 5 weeks away, essentially, from the start of the year. It's literally right here
Yes,
before you
so
know
get
it.
your tickets now, because
Yeah.
we got to have a lot of maroon
see Dank.
at
Yeah.
the Louisville game.
Come
We got to
see
have
Dank.
no
Come
red.
see Dank.
We need a
Butterball.
maroon.
Come see Uno.
And Uno.
That's right.
Do their thing on the field for the Colonels this
Yeah.
year. That is Braden Latham, Cam Jr., and Jalen
Gonna win
Montgomery.
every
Wrapping
home
up our
game again.
interviews with the EKU football players. We've got another football player coming over. Ethan Moore finished up his career at Madison Southern last year. He's going to go on and do big things at Indiana University. We'll talk to him whenever we come back. Lots more to get to here, folks, on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience. We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store. Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come. And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Welcome back into the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Samantha Burford, Michael Watkins here, Samantha, and that was our last EKU interview of the summer.
I just can't believe it.
Yeah, flown by.
It has really flown by. Next week, Coach Walt Wells
he'll
will
be
be
back
on
with
the
us.
show, so we always love having him on the show.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, too. We got some players to bring up to him.
And, you know, we always warn the guys, Coach Wells is going to be watching.
Yeah.
And possibly some of your other coaches. So you got to
be careful with what you say because it could come back to haunt you. And,
but we love it when they tell stories.
Well, and it's good when they've got you can see the personality. We've had again last week the wide receivers much more reserved and quiet. The group we just had on a little bit more
and
out
we'd
there
had
and
two
outgoing.
of them on the show before.
Yeah,
so you know, it's always
well.
fun.
We've got another good
and more
athlete.
football.
Ethan Moore with us. I said University of Indiana. It's University of Indianapolis, right?
Yeah,
it's in Indiana.
Yeah.
That's where you're going. And now Preston Williams committed to them too. Is he still going to go there as well?
Yeah, we're actually rooming.
Rooming,
so,
okay.
yeah,
That's
so
perfect.
it'll be
Two
cool.
former
Cool,
athletes from Madison Southern going up there, and they're doing some big things. They're D2 schools. We'll talk about that a little bit and kind of what your conversation with them was like as you picked them to continue your athletic career.
Yeah, I mean, so it was definitely different. Being that, I got a lot of blessings in other divisions and higher divisions and stuff like that. I felt like Indianapolis was a better school for me, just, to be able to, like, network also without football too. But, they gave me a deal, and I really couldn't refuse it. You know what I'm saying? So, and they have a great program up there. I mean, I think they've won the last 4 or 5 rings, I mean, in their conference.
Yeah.
So, like, they have the diamonds to show, and, like, they're definitely a team that is competing in the higher levels of the Division II.
Now, when we talked last week, you said that they have got you playing safety.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
in high school, you played everywhere. I mean,
Yeah,
you played
it was
quarterback,
everywhere.
running back,
It
wide
was
receiver.
everywhere.
We never knew where you were going to be on the
So,
field.
what was those conversations like? And when they said, "Okay, we're going to put you at safety," what was that? I mean, was that something that you were okay with?
Yeah,
Obviously,
I mean,
you chose there.
It was a challenge, like, to be able to actually pick a position. Like you said, like in high school, it was quarterback or, safety or receiver, all that. And so it was definitely a challenge being able to sit down and pick one position in particular. But, that's what they needed. That's what they needed me for. And they felt like, they were confident in my ability to be able to do it. So
What about Preston? What's he going to be playing?
I think he's going to be end. I think he's going to be end.
defensive
So,
end,
yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, where both of us really shined in, in Southern's defense, I feel like we will shine in Indiana's.
Okay.
I mean, is there one place? I mean, obviously you're going to do safety, but is there one you feel more confident in, or one that you
Yeah,
did
so
over the years
I'm
that you're
not-
like, I think
I
wish I could do this, but
I'm not
I know
gonna lie
this is
to
where
you.
they need me.
I love receiver. Like, I love playing
Okay.
receiver. So, like, with all the camps that I went to and stuff, I always went as receiver. I always went, like, on the receiver drills, stuff like that. I always hated the DB drills because they get your legs warm and they get your legs feeling good, But so I always hated that, and I always loved receiver. But I feel like I never really had the hands for a receiver. So I felt like being a safety would be good because, like, DBs.
You still got to be athletic to do
DBs
that
don't
too.
got to have hands,
Yeah.
though. You
right,
know,
but you
they
had to
don't
have the
those
hands to be a
hands.
quarterback.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But I was more of a running quarterback. So,
Yeah.
I didn't really have
Just
to
get the
throw-
ball in space and do your thing, right?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
Well, I am, for one, mad at Ethan. Okay, and let me tell you why.
This is
So
gonna be a
it was about
story.
5 or 6 weeks ago. I went to the YMCA here in town. I was playing
Did he
basketball.
beat you in something?
And Ethan walks in, and I'm like, I know this kid. Okay, and then he proceeds to literally light me up on the basketball court. And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, why in the world was this
Yeah.
kid not play basketball?
Basketball, and
we
only-
had
had a
a conversation.
conversation,
And only
yeah.
played with
So
football.
why did that happen? Obviously, you were great
I
at
was-
football.
yeah.
But why did you never step on the hardwood?
I just never felt like it was for me. Like, I felt like I always shined playing pickup, and a bunch of my friends even told me, they're like, "Bro, you should play basketball.
it
You
is-
need
it
to
is
play
different.
basketball."
It is
You know?
different.
Exactly. But I mean, I never really got around to it. Like, when basketball season came, I was always doing something with camps or 7-on-7 or something like AAU stuff, and I never came to it. But then my senior year, like my second senior year or whatever, I ended up not playing basketball, and I was like, man, like, I really regretted that. I always wanted to play just 1 year just to
Yeah.
see it, So I feel you. I was a little
Yeah, I
mad at
was
myself
mad.
for not playing as well.
He sits there and he shoots a 3-pointer right in my eye, and I'm like, yeah, I'm
That was just all luck.
I'm
That was all
upset.
luck. You
Oh,
know?
he says it's luck,
Yeah,
but
no,
I
he did it more than once. So it
That's
couldn't be
what you
just
call
luck.
natural athletic.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just good at it. Remind everybody, because you just said your second senior
Yeah.
year. A lot of people may forget about
Yeah.
that COVID year. Talk to us about
Yeah,
that.
so I took the COVID year. At the start, it was more of like I took it to get the more offers and stuff like that. And when I started getting the offers, I was kind of feeling down about it. I was kind of feeling like all my friends were leaving and stuff like that. And so that was definitely like a hard moment in that. And just to like be able to stay in high school and not really have any friends or not really have any, guys that I was with or whatever. That was pretty hard.
That was in your same class.
Yeah. That
Because
was,
you would have been with Jay and them.
I would
right?
have been with Steven. So
Okay.
Steven, yeah. So
Okay.
Steven stayed. I would have been with Steven. And
That's Whitehead, right?
Yeah, Whitehead. So I'd have been with him, which was really sad that I wasn't graduating. But I mean, it all worked out. God has a plan. So I mean, I'm just happy that it took me down that road.
When we
I think, was it that year that several people did
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
a
There
lot
were
of people
several
did it.
people.
I was
All
gonna say,
over
I
the
think I was
state.
the last one that had it like on the football team. I think I was the
Okay.
last one that did
I
it.
remember I kept saying I didn't even know that was a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
that
Hey,
they're
Coach Clark got
doing
us.
it.
Coach Clark got us right for sure.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, you got to play for Coach Clark and Coach Payne, and
Yeah.
as part of that transition into, Coach Clark did such a good job of building a culture and
For sure.
establishing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
there. And Coach Payne, it's so hard to follow the guy that does that.
It is.
So talk
Yeah.
about that and what that transition was
Yeah.
like, and what it was like playing for both head coaches.
So like Coach Clark, so I came in playing football and I was a freshman. Like I've never played football before. I came in as a freshman playing football. And so to be able to like see, Coach Clark, Coach Blair, all like the top guys. And I mean, he's a coach, like he leaves banners like wherever he goes. He's a really good coach. And so to be able to play under him, I mean, it was a extreme blessing. I'm like very thankful to be able to do that. So he was a really good coach, and just like kind of the mindset that he had bringing us into it, it was like, you're gonna play. It doesn't matter if you're a freshman. It doesn't matter if you're a sophomore. Like you're gonna step up and you're gonna play with the guys, And I mean, Coach Payne, he came and he kind of did the same thing. He had the same thing, but going into a coaching staff where you leaving that legacy, like you said, like it's definitely a hard thing to do. But I mean, I feel like Coach Payne did a great job, and I feel like my last couple of years at Southern were a big blessing to me.
Now, have you guys already started going back to college? Or have you already started training?
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
So you were just there this past weekend, right?
Yeah, I was there this past weekend. So I was actually supposed to be there today. We were having a cookout, but I was like, I'll come and do that.
Well, we
I
thank
really
you
want
for
to do
that.
the interview.
We
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you for
sure.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I've been it's been throughout the summer, like we go up there and stuff like that, and so the head coach was big on just seeing us up there, seeing us develop, and so I've been up there a lot. I've been up there practicing and
Learning
hanging
to
out.
play.
Yeah, hanging out with the guys and stuff. So it's definitely cool going from like a small town in Kentucky to Indianapolis, because it's like 10 minutes. So downtown's a big town, but yeah. So I mean, they're all great, and I think it's gonna be a really good season this year.
What's their mascot?
The Greyhounds.
The Greyhounds, yeah. They have
Greyhounds.
actually
I couldn't think of
they
it.
have a Greyhound there, like the actual
Actual
dog.
mascot, yeah.
His name's great. He's a cool guy. Yeah, he's really cool.
Now, that's pretty
well,
cool.
Ethan, so you're going to go
Yeah.
to the University of Indianapolis.
Yes, sir.
And for folks that are seeing this, where can they follow along? I mean, obviously Twitter. You got
Yeah.
put your Twitter info out there. They can follow you and follow your college career.
I should have practiced for this. I don't even know my Twitter.
Well, I just followed you on
think-
Twitter,
see,
so I'll
okay.
get that out there. We'll let you all
Okay,
know.
yeah,
But,
yeah,
and they're
yeah.
in they're Division II. What
They're
conference?
Division II. I think they're GMAC. So
Okay.
they'll be on I think we'll be on a lot of like the channels and stuff.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
ESPN Plus. Some probably find some games on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
forget, yeah.
you
ESPN
go.
Plus.
Really
That'll be
excited
great. Oh,
about
there
it,
you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
He's got your picture up there.
That's Ethan Moore. Great career at Madison Southern. Now going on to the University of Indianapolis to do big things. Man, appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
Good
thank you
luck
guys.
in your,
Thank you.
and
Thank you guys so
doing
much.
big things,
Yeah.
and we look forward
Good
to
luck.
following
We're
along
going to be
with your
following
college
you.
career.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if you come back for Christmas, you got to come back.
Yeah, come
on.
on back
Oh,
and see
I'm
us.
gonna have to.
Yeah, bring Preston with you too.
I know.
He's a little bit quieter.
He's
I
a
feel
little bit
like.
quieter,
Yeah, yeah.
but we'll open him up a little bit. All right, we'll get him. We'll get him.
Good.
We'll wrap things up when we come back, folks. Lots more to get to, including a big golf tournament coming to the area. It starts tomorrow morning. We'll learn more about that with Jason Lieberly, the golf pro over at Gibson Bay. We'll talk to him when we come back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience. We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store. Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come. And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Patrick O'Neill has been serving Central and Eastern Kentucky since 1995. When someone is accused of something they didn't do, or when a good person makes a mistake, they need the best representation they can find. And that's Patrick O'Neill. Whether it's criminal defense, Social Security, disability, personal injury, workers' compensation, or deeds and wills, when you need legal advice, trust the expertise of Patrick O'Neill. He will get you the money you deserve. His office is located in Jackson, but Patrick practices all over Central and Eastern Kentucky. For more information or for a free consultation, call 606-666-2990.
Back here to wrap things up on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Samantha Burford, Michael Watkins, and I know you've been golfing some here lately.
I have been.
Have you got a favorite course in town? There's a lot to choose from.
Oh, I've only played Arlington lately.
Okay.
So.
Well, Friday
But
was...
I've been taking the lessons. I took the women's golf clinic out there at Gibson Bay. So that was a lot of fun. And I'm hoping they do it again because I need more
Need some more practice. Well, Friday was the Colonel Club Golf Scramble out at Arlington. I stopped by there and saw a few of my favorite golfers. Kent Lewis was up there. Kelby Robinson, who's one of my favorite guys in the whole world.
And Madison
man.
Central had a big.
They had that was a couple, and they actually started tournaments today. I think Kyle Conklin posted on their Facebook page. This is their first. I think their first tournament was officially today.
So
they look to start back state championship again. So
we're getting ready for school.
I know.
When they're starting golf.
They try to get as many as they can in before school year starts. Man, it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. But on the note of golf. So tomorrow, the Kentucky Open will take place over at Gibson Bay Golf Course. I talked to Jason Eberly on Friday.
How exciting is that?
It is very exciting to have that big of a tournament. Yeah,
big tournament in our community.
He said, I think 156 players will be partaking, and that means bringing their families in town, bringing their friends in town, which is really good
Lots
for
of
hotels, Airbnbs, gas stations, all that good stuff. So it is definitely a good economic boost that we don't normally get this time of year.
Yeah.
But this tournament coming to the city of Richmond, and I spoke to him on Friday about this tournament, more information about where you can go to follow along, and some golfers who you might just see out there playing in the Kentucky Open. Golf tournament will take place over the next 3 days at Gibson Bay Golf Course in Richmond. This event will bring golfers from all over the state to the area in something that will not only benefit the golf course at Lake Reba, but will also be a big financial lift for the city.
As a municipal golf course, we feel like it's just important to do anything we can that helps the whole community in other ways than just collecting revenues. So having something like this really showcases not just our golf course, but our community, because the amount of people coming into town for this, they're going to all be staying in town, eating in restaurants, and seeing Richmond, seeing Lake Reba, and then seeing that our golf course hopefully holds up to, a championship of this caliber. We hosted the Kentucky Amateur in 2011, which is a huge event as well, and everything went well, and the course held up, and it was a good venue. So we're glad they've circled back and brought the Kentucky Open to Richmond.
The rain over the last week has made it a little bit tougher on the staff at Gibson Bay, but when the golfers tee off tomorrow, it will be ready.
It's been a lot on our grounds crew. Jeremy Smither does a great job, and his staff. And, obviously we want the course in the best possible condition, so they've had to ramp up their efforts with bunker maintenance and just trying to put our best foot forward for this, obviously. This course, though, it's in good shape every day. And that's what I told our grounds crew. They've been to this golf course, played here, they've seen it, and they've chose to come back. So we don't have to do that much more, but we're trying still, obviously, to make it the best we can. But Mother Nature's been hard on us, man. It's been really hot and really wet, and that's a tough combination for the golf course. So another inch of rain last night, so things we can't control. People that play in the Kentucky Open play a ton of golf. They're all very skilled golfers. And so they know they're playing golf somewhere today, probably in Kentucky, and where they're playing is probably wet. And so I think I think everybody will be pleased with the condition of the golf course. And I think whatever issues the weather's caused, the golfers will understand.
Over 150 golfers are expected to participate in this week's Kentucky Open, with many local golfers such as Kelby Robinson, a golfer that everybody knows. Former state champions at Madison Central, Clay Pendergrass and Warren Thomas will be competing, and Clifton Scully, who played at Madison Southern, plus several others who played locally or are still competing in high school.
There's a bunch of good players locally, which is cool. Charlie Spiller, who's here practicing right now, will be competing next week. He's reigning won the Kentucky State High School Championship last year. So there's a strong local contingent. There's some mini tour players. There's a bunch of really good players from all over the state. We're going to see some great golf.
A win in this tournament would be huge for one of these local golfers who are looking to make a name for themselves, and this week is a huge opportunity to do just that.
Golf's a pretty interesting sport in the sense that you never win. I don't want to say never, but there's 156 people here. It's one win. So, a lot of these kids, when they play golf as young guys, they win some tournaments and then as you get better, it gets harder. And, you go through like the PJ Tour players. If they win once a year, they had a great year. So anytime anyone can win an event like this, they'll remember it forever. Their name will be on a trophy forever. There'll be a Kentucky Open champion. There'll be a list of the past champions here at the event. They'll be exempt to this event from now on, lifetime. So there's a bunch of cool stuff comes with it.
Spectators are allowed to come out and attend, but there will not be any spectator carts available. So come out and cheer on your favorite golfer and be ready to watch some of the best players in the state compete for the Kentucky Open Championship. You can follow along with some updated scoring at KentuckyGolf.org and get more information about everything going on this week at Gibson Bay Golf Course. It all gets started bright and early tomorrow morning here in Richmond. For WBON TV 9 in the Massage Studio Sports Report, I'm Michael Watkins. Looking forward to a great day tomorrow, Samantha, beginning the Kentucky Open. It'll wrap up on Thursday over at Gibson Bay Golf Course. And if you want to go out and see some really good golf, it's a great place to do so. And the course looks so good, even with the kind of nasty weather I was over there filming on Friday.
I'm just fingers crossed, good weather. Yeah. They need to get that in because that would be great. But that building that he was, that you were in and showing some of the people hitting the golf balls, that's where I took my women's clinic.
Oh, so okay, yeah.
Scott taught that. So, but I know Jason, and I know they're going to be very busy this weekend.
Well,
so
they do a great job. And all the local golf courses, the Madison County Country Club, Arlington, the Bull, Boone's Trace, the one on the way over to Berea.
Well, you got the Berea Country Club.
Berea Country Club,
as well.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of good golf courses around the area.
We really do.
We've looked at them over the years. We've had, Kelby came on and talked about some of the courses and what they were like. And I know there's been some changes, but for the most part, they've all just, kind of hung around, and they are still very nice courses to go out and throw 18 around.
And thinking about more people getting into golf because it's so popular here.
Yeah.
We have so many between the men's and women's high school.
Oh, I mean, there's
runner-up, state champions.
so many talented golfers over the years.
I mean, it's becoming more and
Yeah.
more popular with the young folks.
Is that us? Do I still
I don't know
qualify
if
as
we're
that?
still
I don't know if I
qualified
do
for
or
the
not.
young folks.
Yeah.
But if you are at all interested, call Gibson Bay. They
Yeah.
have men's clinics, women's clinics, teenage clinics.
And Jason,
kids
I mean, he
clinics.
has done. You look at some of the golfers that have had success here in the area recently.
Yes.
Jason is really a big reason for that. I mean,
Yes,
what he has
I
done.
agree.
His daughter's
He
playing
makes golf
collegiately right
fun.
now. Yeah,
Golf fun.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good. He's
And
easy
their
to talk
son
to as well.
Is not going to be
Cooper?
playing. Yeah, Cooper's not going to be doing golf anymore. He's done, so he's going to UK. I
Yeah.
happened to see them at the orientation, so he transferred back.
Well,
and I
let's-
think mom and dad are happy to have him closer.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's talk about some more EKU news before we wrap things
Right.
up. So, Coach Cox was named the general manager
Yes.
of EKU football. Wide receivers coach and recruiting coordinator, a guy that has kind of taken on more of a load over the last few
Yeah.
years, and
I saw
obviously it's
that
paid
press-
off.
Yeah, I saw that press release because I was looking at it and I was like, what does the general manager
Yeah.
do? I looked it up. Oversees the program's personnel, roster management, and recruiting strategy.
Yeah.
So, that's a big job.
It is, and and now in a day and age where you're not only recruiting high school athletes, you're also recruiting kids that are already in school in the
Right,
transfer
in the
portal.
transfer
It's a lot
portal,
more difficult than it was even
Yeah.
5 years ago to be
Yes.
a general manager of a program. now.
Well, and we've had a lot of our players, student athletes that we've talked to with the EKU this summer. They've all talked about Coach Cox and Coach
Yeah.
Wells and Coach Day. So, he's got this new position. So good luck to him. I hope it comes with a pay raise.
Yeah,
right?
well, I'm
So
sure more of a workload, and
I was getting ready to
he's going to
say.
get taken care of for sure.
I hope so. And congratulations.
Yeah. To wrap things up, more EKU news. So last week was Media Day. We talked about it, on the show last Monday, middle of the week last week. They had went to UAC Media Day in Nashville on Wednesday, and 6 Colonels were named to the All-UAC team. And, of course, EKU picked to finish third in the conference behind Abilene Christian and Tarleton State. The 6 all-conference selections for Eastern were running back Braden Latham and Jalen Montgomery as their return specialists, who we talked to earlier today. Wide receivers, Marcus Cowwise Jr., who had a tremendous season last
talked to
year,
him.
looking to duplicate that this upcoming season. Linebacker Braden Sullivan, who we talked to, defensive back Jaheim Ward, and
talked
punter Jacob Baker. So all those
talked
guys
to all of them.
were on the show at some point over the summer, and looking forward to watching them going out there and doing their thing. Latham was a unanimous selection, earning the honor entering his junior year. He played in 13 games last year, all 13 for the Colonels, ran for 622 yards on 141 attempts, and scored 3 touchdowns. And that guy, along with Brady Hensley, looking to do what Latham and Carter did last year.
Yeah.
I am so
Old
excited to see
Butterball.
what those guys do this upcoming season.
I am excited. And congratulations. And it was nice to hear them say, the accolades are nice, but we want to dominate.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, the preseason, it's nice. But we mentioned it. I mentioned it, getting third. I kind of like that spot.
I do too, because
you don't want to be at the bottom. You don't want to be at the
How can you
top.
say we're third? I mean, we could be last for all we don't know who our quarterback is yet.
Exactly.
So, all right, we got 1 minute before we go.
But I think the quarterbacks that we've got, I keep hearing great things
good
about.
things.
So I don't think either way they go,
All right.
it's going to be great.
Real quick, we've interviewed a lot of players.
Yes.
Who was your favorite?
Oh, I don't have
You got to
a
pick
favorite,
one.
and I'm
Give me
not gonna-
one. Come
No,
on.
No.
Weak. That's weak.
I can't.
How was Gabe not your favorite? Though?
Okay, well, I'll say Gabe. But I really enjoyed, like we said just a minute ago, some of them have been on the show twice now.
Yeah.
So, those might be my favorite.
Chevy
but-
was fun.
Chevy was fun.
Schlachter was fun. We talked to him.
Yeah.
Who
was your favorite then?
I think Braden kind of swayed me today. Just, the way he was
him
very.
and Gabe
yeah,
could have a show.
They do.
I said
They
that in
could.
the commercial
Yeah.
break. They could have a show.
Well, thanks for watching, folks. Another great episode of the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Next Monday, Walt Wells back with us. We'll preview the upcoming season. Talk some high school football next week as well on
my
the Jack
goodness.
Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.